Our next question will be from Donna Riley-Lean of The Independent.
My question, I guess we'll go to Ms. Dixon first, is what's your position on truancy? As you guess, I talked to an educator earlier this morning. And what would you do to resolve that issue?
I know you don't know this, but it's really funny you asked me that question because my father retired as a truancy officer for the Baldwin County school systems. To say that I believe in the importance of that role, the importance of the district attorney's office working with the juvenile system, to say that I have an inside track of information as to how we can improve that is an understatement. My dad is like I am. He loves what he does, and he loves helping kids. I can tell you this, one of the key things that I will do as your district attorney, I've spoken with many principals, with many educators. Half my family are teachers. I can tell you that one of the things I think we have to do is put an experienced prosecutor in our juvenile courts. Let's just say, if we're going to really rehab a person, if we're going to make a real difference in a teenager not becoming an adult criminal, if we're going to truly reduce our adult prison population, the best place to do that is in juvenile court. Part of it is truancy. Statistics show that truancy is directly connected with delinquencies. I can tell you that one of the things that has to happen in this county and across the state is that we have to spend more of our time, more of our experience. We have to spend more of our focus on our juvenile justice system. We need to work with those juvenile probation officers. We need a juvenile prosecutor who is part of this county's juvenile culture, if you will, who knows the principals, who's a liaison with the schools, all of those things. I will find that person and put that person in place. We will take truancy seriously and hopefully improve the lives of the children before they get too off track.
Thank you. Ms. Newcomb?
As to the question of truancy, I think, and we've been working with the school system in developing a program that intervenes early, that gets the school providers, the parents, and the children together to identify the source of the problem and to provide them resources before they become a truancy problem. The school system has lost some focus on that at the moment because of the funding issues, and personnel that was working on that has been diverted. But we've been working with the school system on that issue for the last couple of years. I do think the youth of our community is the hope of our community, and I've spent a large portion of my personal time working with people in the community, the Baldwin County Alliance, where law enforcement, mental health providers, judges, community activists, where we work on substance abuse issues, alcohol issues. We have sponsored events for youth that are healthy and alcohol-free to show them they can have fun otherwise. But as to the truancy issue, because you may not know, we're going to be under some real guidelines to make sure that kids graduate within the 4 years of completing high school. To do that, we have to start dealing with these kids and the problems that these children face in elementary school and middle school, because if we wait to high school, it'll be too late. And to deal with that, we have to start with the dynamics of the family, and that's where our programs are headed.
Thank you, Ms. Newcomb. Mr. Green?
Yes, thank you. Very good question, and very interesting and important topic for our county, because I do believe that an investment in children at an early age is a tangible investment in reducing crime in the future. When you make that investment in children, my mother was a teacher for many years, and she invested a great deal of time in me and a great deal of time in many students, and I can see the impact that can have on young people's lives, and it can put them in a position where, when they respect the responsibility that they have to attend school on a regular basis, that they then become more responsible citizens and participants in the community. I recently had the opportunity to speak with individuals that work within the Baldwin County school system on this very issue. They've reported to me that this is a very very difficult and challenging issue for them. I was disappointed to hear them long to have the model that they described Mobile County as, and Escambia County. They spoke of Senator Orr and further north in the state and his involvement in a statewide program to help reduce truancy issues. They spoke highly of the more personal involvement that they've seen from district attorneys in other counties, and hoped that in the future that they would see that here. I'm aware that Ms. Newcomb has put in place many programs that have been beneficial, and I agree with Ms. Dixon that an assistant district attorney assigned to the juvenile court, but in my opinion, that assistant district attorney's role needs to be increased, and increased responsibility as it relates to their communication, coordination, and responsibility in dealing with the school board and the educators involved in truancy. I think we could put a little more teeth in the truancy issue if it comes directly from the DA's office, and I hope to zealously pursue grant monies in order to make that happen.
Thank you, Mr. Green.